Taking it back to December 28th of 2022, I had been on the phone the day before with Patrick Gagnon, the Attorney General's detective. Told him everything about the sex trafficking and such and wanted to know what was going on. Where were the reports about Kim Morrow? And where were the reports about me being beat, raped, and left for the dead by Donnie LeBlond back in 2002? You see, all this is information that got hidden. And this Deputy Doo-Doo right here, you see that? Well, he sat across from my residence at 7:30 something in the morning and intercepted my cell phone. So we're back to February. Brianna had called out of desperation, needing to come up. She needed to get away from the situation in Vermont. So we met her in Lancaster, myself and my ex. He was driving. She asked me not to be present, to be seen, but she wanted me to be in the truck with her because she didn't know my ex since she was a young girl. Well, I was there with her, and we picked her up. We brought her to Maine, and as a result, I got kicked out of my home. But it's all well worth it to save my daughter. February 10th, we had gone to see Sergeant Charles, and he took a full report of the sex trafficking and the drug trafficking from Island Pond, Vermont, and throughout the state of Maine. Perry Ellsworth told me that Sergeant Charles recused himself, so why was he still in contact with my daughter, face chatting with her back in March of 2023? You probably ought to be asking where were all the reports. Well, what happened? I got kicked out of my home for telling the truth. It was the day after we had told Sergeant Charles, which would be February 11th, that Safe Voices took Brianna in and gave her a place to stay and said they were going to assist her with everything. I gave her a folder of all of her paperwork from the time that the sex trafficking started in 2007 right up until 2023. Everything that I had, audio recordings, evidence that you see, I still got the hard copy. With that being said, Sergeant Charles shouldn't have been contacting my daughter back in March, but he did. And so therefore, he was very well aware and probably had a setup with a Uber driver, so they call, to hold my daughter hostage for 3 days, beat her, rape her, and then she was found. And I've got the audio recordings. She was found in Island Pond, Vermont, taken to North Country Hospital, from North Country transported to Burlington. From Burlington, she was supposed to come home to Maine, to Portland Mercy Hospital, but instead they fucked with her and took her to a different hospital so she wouldn't be with me. And that's a fact. So then, when I finally found out that my daughter's stuff had been found, it was through a guy named Mark, and Mark's worker, who was a state-paid worker, said to me, your daughter was raped, and she had a miscarriage because they gave her the wrong medications. And here's her paperwork. He had already read her paperwork. That guy, Mark, is some Hawaiian guy that works in the Waterville area with helping clients that need their housework, chores done, drives them to do their errands and such like that. So after that stuff was found, Brian was locked up. But we're going to take it back to some more pictures, and then you're going to hear the audio recordings. You're going to see that I filed against the judicial branch, Janet Mills, Aaron Frey, the district attorneys, and everybody that's been involved in all this sex trafficking in Maine, Vermont, and Florida. So what happened to all that paperwork? Notarized statements. That's illegal right there, people. Any of you that are in support of and voting in these frivolous sheriffs, judges, state representatives, senators, governors, and the president, you're all fucking retarded. Picture of the paperwork sent in against the judicial branch and the rest I mentioned to you earlier. Sorry, I'm a little tired. Continuous stalker, causing problems, lying, and making phone calls to get Brianna locked up. February 3rd, as Brianna was trying to get help and away from the situation. So I really believe Jenny Doe is probably Linda Yates of Island Pond, Vermont. These are messages: Linda Yates, Jenny Doe, Kevin Bickford. All been reported, but they were never stopped from harassing Bree, which is harassing me as well. And so it was targeting me to harass Bree. Not that I wasn't going through enough of my own bullshit, because I was being abused by Daryl, my ex, and you'll hear that next. Proof of the lithium batteries that were reported to the police, the drug making, 109 Railroad Street, Island Pond, Vermont. There's no denying it. It's been reported, but the police don't do anything about it because these predators and pedophile child molesters are protected. So why don't you guys take initiative and ask why all of what's happened happened and what's happening. What happened to my daughter is because of him right here. And when I tell you that, Kevin is the one that led up to, he was having sex with my daughter when she was 12, 13 years old, and it is recorded in the DCF, as well as Jeff Hare, Jeff Noyce, and the other perpetrators that are hiding the information. So listen to about Daryl Bryant and why I got kicked out after Brianna came to Maine, because they didn't want us to have a place to live.
They wanted me to beg him to come home. Why did you tell me that you weren't ever coming back? Telling people I'm fucking throwing shit at you. I didn't tell anybody that. You just told me I threw shit at you when all I did was fucking slam down my purse. I wanted more life. I'm not fighting with you. You lied to me. That's okay. I was out of my account yesterday. Okay. So, that was a lie. Why is it that hard to just fucking tell me that, Kim, I signed a paper to make you look like a fucking fool and an idiot, and so, yeah, I'm gonna lie to you again about it. When you could have been spending that time on doing what you needed to do, like you came to the Cape to do, but instead we gotta worry about Daryl. And then everything was fine. And that's the beer cap that, yeah, you did fucking throw. And every time I praise you for doing better with your attitude toward me, you take advantage of that and you start being shitty again. But you also like lying to me, and you told me that you recognize you have a problem with it, and then all of a sudden again it's my fault that you have a problem with lying. Stop reflecting on me, Daryl. Every one of your lies reflects on me. Because when you lie to me, I call you out on it. I catch you in a lie, I say something about it, and all of a sudden I'm a bad person because I caught you in a lie. And now I gotta go rectify all your lies that you said. But you lied about me and to me. And then you gotta say you're scared of me? Well, you're scared of me. You're fucking how much bigger than me? And you're scared of me? Then why are you telling people you're fucking scared of me? Because I thought I was scared of you. Honestly, I'd be fucking scared too. If I did half the shit that you do. But that doesn't mean I've ever fucking done anything to make you fucking scared of me. My voice scares you. Well, when you holler like that, yes. Well, more than that, I suppose you don't lie to me.
See how candy ass you males are?
You're intimidated by my tone because you know you've done wrong. Because you've done wrong? Yes. Then why make it out to be my fault? It's not your fault. That you said you wanted to do. It's not your fault. It's not my fault? What? Say it a little louder. It's not your fault. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. What'd you say? It's not your fault. What's not my fault? I haven't changed that. And you get mad because I catch you in the lies, maybe?
I worked my ass off every day to repair that home. And once they found out that I was actually living there and Brianna had an address there as well, they kicked us out uninhabitable. That would be Janet Mills' friends, leading to all of this again.